Right behind me is a pretty cool little beach that I can't actually get to because there's so many weeds. So today I'm gonna start working on taking back my beach by pulling all these weeds. This will likely be a multi-day process, but I'm gonna get as far as I can tonight. It's about 90 degrees out here at about 6 o'clock in the evening. So it's plenty hot, but I wanted to do this in the evening when the sun is getting a little bit low and it's just a tiny bit cooler than the 99 high we had today. Now I'm gonna make sure and leave all of these little willow trees. We want as many willows as we can here because this whole area does flood and the willow trees help keep the soil in place. These are some really tall weeds and these are the short ones up in front here. As we work our way back, they get even taller and really far back there, they go well over my head. This is what's called summer cypress and it's just all over on this entire farm. So right down here you can see our willow tree. That's one of the things that I want to make sure stays alive. So this is going to really help this willow tree get more water and more nutrients itself instead of it all going to all these weeds around it. You can see these things are just super thick. So they'll just steal any water and nutrients that are down here, and that can start to starve out the willow plant. And now as I'm working down here, I've just found another willow tree. This willow tree has almost been destroyed. Okay, so that's gonna be as far as I'm gonna be able to go tonight. We got a lot more to do down here. I did this for just about 45 minutes or so, but I'm about to get into some more serious weeds, some poison hemlock, some stinging nettle, and who knows what else. Good work so far, and we're getting closer and closer to that beach. One of the projects I need to tackle soon is this garage. It is just absolutely destroyed. One thing I want to do is put a coating down on the floor, but I can't do that until I get rid of this wood stove. But in order to remove the stove on the inside, we need to remove the stovepipe from the roof. I've already removed the top piece of the pipe, but of course, as soon as I did that, then it started raining, and I want to work on it some today, but as I'm looking, these clouds don't look amazing over here. I think I'm just gonna go ahead anyways because I gotta get it done before even more rain comes. So let's get started. So the first thing I gotta do today is remove this piece. I need to get these nails pulled up so then I can pull that piece off. Then we need to remove the shingles, the tar paper, then we need to patch the roof, then get the new tar paper and shingles on, and hopefully we can get all that done quickly. Okay, we got all the shingles off, got enough to square up this hole, and then we can start building a frame. I'm going to cut this hole into a little bit more of a square, so then I can cut a piece of plywood that matches the same thickness. Then build a frame around it so we can nail the plywood down securely, then we can get to the roofing part. Okay, now I'm going to reinforce this and reinforce this with some 2x4s, and then we'll cut the plywood piece to go over it, and we'll get the tar paper and the shingles back on. And it is getting cloudier. It's supposed to be 107 today. We'll see if it gets there, but I want to get this done ASAP so I can get out of the heat and out of the potential rain. Okay, and there we go. Would have been nice to match the color a little bit better, but I just got the color as close as I could. It'll look not quite as different once the color fades a little bit. For now, it kind of sticks out, but I'm okay with that. The roof is all patched, and it's ready for whatever kind of rain the weather's gonna bring. I was actually gonna come back the same day or maybe the day after to keep working on my weed patch down here, but we actually had a pretty intense heat wave, and it's actually been about 2 weeks since I've been down here. These willow trees are already doing way better. They're nice and green on the leaves, and you can tell they're just getting a lot more sunlight. So what we're doing here is working for what I want it to do. So now we just gotta keep working down towards the beach. Been seeing a bunch of these little guys. This guy right here. It's kind of dark, hard to see. First big old poison hemlock. Hey, chill out, I can be here if I want. Hey bro, We can be friends, okay? There's room for both of us. I won't steal your fish. Now that the chimney is removed off of the roof, I have to remove the stovepipe and the wood stove, and then I need to remove that tile against the wall behind the stove. So I'm gonna get the stovepipe first, then I'm gonna see if I can get the wood stove out of here by myself. How does that come off now? I really hope that's not attached on the top. And of course, it's attached on the top. So now I gotta go up into the attic when it's 95 degrees outside and see if I can get it off. And there we go. We've got, oh, it's nailed in. Should have done that when we had the roof open. So we gotta see if we can get those nails out, and then that part should be free. One more to go. That was awesome. Got it on cardboard. That's a start. Let's see if we can move it. There we go. Got the wood stove out of the way. Now I gotta get the tile off the wall. Not a recommended project when it's 95 degrees outside. Actually, it's not 95, it's just really, really humid today. So now that the tile's off, I've got to remove the cement backer. And then I got to put up sheetrock, do the taping and painting, but that's for another day. You can't own a farm without owning a tractor, right? Welcome, an International 384 tractor. So I got this tractor for $5,500, including the 7-foot brush hog. The tractor's got a good amount of hours. I think it's over 2,000 hours, which is quite a bit. But overall, it's in pretty good shape. I did use it to mow that field out there, and when I was running it, I did notice that it did get kind of warm. So I did order a water pump and thermostat. So right up in there is the water pump. So I'm going to be replacing that, and I'll be sure to do that on camera for those of you that want to see it. It's also got a loader and bucket, which is great. I plan to use the bucket, but more importantly, I plan to take the bucket off, and I'm going to get a snow plow that I can use to plow snow in the wintertime. We've got a decently long driveway, about 3/4 of a mile. And with this fence here, I'm kind of worried the snow is going to drift through the driveway pretty bad. So I'm going to get a snow plow that will fit on the front of this tractor, and then I can use it for plowing snow. I'll need to get some change for the back tires as well. Once I get that water pump and thermostat changed, I'll take you guys along for a ride. Okay, here we go. We got a path all the way down. To the river. So our path is all done. Next time, I'm gonna venture across the river down by the house where we have a little bit of property on the other side of the river and see what that's like. That's all for today, and I'll see you next time.